What's happening, guys? Matt Sheriff here, and if you've been on social media, the internet, or you're part of the Bitcoin and cryptocurrency community, you have probably heard about the Bitcoin hard fork coming on October 25th. And that's exactly what we're going to talk about today in this video. So Bitcoin Gold is set to fork away from the Bitcoin network on October 25th. 2017. One thing that I always want to mention is with any projects or kind of initiatives like this, it's a forking away from the Bitcoin legacy blockchain. And what do I mean by legacy? I mean the original chain that Bitcoin has been on, and the Bitcoin network is verified and regulates itself on. So that's always important to think about when talking about these hard forks. And we just had a hard fork in August 1st of Bitcoin Cash, which I'm sure everyone is aware of, and that was the same thing. They changed the way they wanted to set up Bitcoin, and they created Bitcoin Cash, and they forked away. So it is a hard fork in a sense, but really these projects are going their own way. And obviously Bitcoin remains strong, and we're seeing new highs. It's October 14th today. I think it hit a new high either today or yesterday. So we'll get into that a little bit in a couple minutes later in the video. So, quick snippet of Bitcoin Gold. What is it trying to do, and why is it hard forking? So basically, you can see this here. If I can scroll in a little bit. Okay, perfect. Bitcoin Gold is basically trying to do two things. One, and they're not really changing that much. They're changing the processor type in the way that Bitcoin is mined. So right now, ASIC chips are used to mine Bitcoin, either in computers or supercomputers or big mining rigs. That's the way that the processors are designed. So with Bitcoin Gold, they're moving to more GPU processors. And what does all this mean? ASIC, GPU, it can be confusing. Basically, a GPU processor is probably something that's in your laptop or computer that's like a graphics card, and that'll run on a GPU processor. So in simple terms, what they're really trying to do is decentralize mining. So allow more people and allow, the average person to be involved in mining and contribute to the network in that way, that makes it much more accessible for a lot of people. So that's one thing that they're trying to do, decentralize mining and allow more people to get involved with it. The second thing is they're looking to be a kind of test dummy for Bitcoin upgrades in the future. So if developers want to implement something, they could do it on the Bitcoin Gold network first, try it in real time, see if it works, and then think about putting it into Bitcoin. So that's kind of the two main reasons why Bitcoin Gold is forking away and the initiatives that it has. So one thing that's going to be very different, I feel, in July there was a lot of news headlines up and coming to the August 1st hard fork of Bitcoin Cash, and there was a lot of FUD, a lot of fear, panic, uncertainty of what was going to happen, and we saw kind of the Bitcoin price shift a little bit through this. And I think with one Bitcoin Gold happening on October 25th, and then SegWit 2X happening in November, it's going to be an interesting time, but I don't think they're going to be huge deals. If we pull a chart up, just on Coinbase, we can see it's October 14th today. Bitcoin is hitting, new highs of $5,700 and above. Even if we look back to August 1st, when that hard fork happened, and then after that we see a big bull run going with Bitcoin. It dips down again to about $3,600, and then another new high, just coming up to $6,000. So with this, I don't really see a massive retraction in price. There seems to be a good level of resistance happening right around that $5,000 mark. So that's always something to consider, especially for new people who are looking to get into Bitcoin, and it's very good for the overall kind of success that is happening within the Bitcoin and crypto space, as it seems Bitcoin is reaching new strengths and new highs, over the years and to look into the coming months. I don't know. Nobody can predict the price, absolutely nobody can say this is what's going to happen. There's quite a few leading experts saying it's going to reach, around $7,500 and then retract back to the resistance rate of around $5,000. There is some merit to that. But I think we will see this continued bull run, with maybe slight hiccups, with these updates coming, but nothing too drastic. And I don't see the amount of tension or whatever happened in July before the last run up happening again. So that's all I kind of wanted to say about Bitcoin Gold. There's not too much that's changing. The two things that I mentioned are the main things, and then going forward, with the Bitcoin price and what's happening and the updates that are coming, it's going to be an interesting run over the next few months and the next few years. So SegWit 2x is coming, Segregated Witness 2x, in November. So I will be doing a video on that. So make sure you check that out. I think that's going to be a little bit of a bigger update than Bitcoin Gold is. And if we've been talking about hard forks and you're like, what is a hard fork? I have a video on that too. I'll put it in the description box below, and it should pop up at the end of this video too if you're watching this on YouTube. So I'm Matt Sheriff. Thank you for watching this video and taking the time. Hopefully you got some value from it and kind of have an understanding of what's coming with Bitcoin Gold and what's to come into the next few months in this interesting, amazing, and innovative industry that we're in. So make sure you check out the other videos, subscribe to the channel, whatever it is, if you got value from this. Appreciate you watching and taking the time, and I'll see you on the next one.